Hey there YouTube, EGBV here, and today I want to be talking about my top 5 picks for the Cosmo Blazer set for the sneak peek tomorrow. And normally instead of saying the top 5 based on cards or hype or cards that I want to get picked up, I decided to do my top 5 based on each slot being under a certain rarity. So for my top 5 picks I have one common, one rare, one super, one ultra slash ulti, and one secret. So it's gonna be my components of 5. Um, the way I call it top 5 is because each set is my opinion on the top card of that rarity. So let's get started. The first card I picked was the common, and the common I picked for this set was Fire Formation Tenki. It's a continuous spell, and its effect is when this card is activated, you could add one level 4 or lower Beast Warrior type monster from your deck to your hand, and all Beast type Warrior monsters you control gain 100 attack. But you can only control one. You can only activate one of them per turn. So about this card, the way it's written, it makes it more universal instead of just saying adding a Fire Fist, which makes it better. And also, it could be any level that's under 4, so it doesn't have to be specifically a level 4, which is good because sometimes people like playing older decks such as TGs or Beast Stuns, where this card could really be a big push for those decks. So yeah, that's why the reason I chose that for the common. For the rare, I picked Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Gorilla. This one was really hard for me to pick because after looking through the whole set, there was another rare that caught my attention, but after reading it multiple times, I thought this card would be more of a big help compared to the other card. And it's a level 4 Fire Beast Warrior, 16,000 attack, 1,000 defense. Its effect reads, once per turn, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can set one Fire Formation spell card directly from your deck. Once per turn, you can send one face-up Fire Formation spell or a trap card you control to the graveyard to target one spell or trap card on the field and destroy that target. So, for this new Fire Fist or deck, this is going to be their MST, their Lila, their Breaker, which is pretty good. It also gives you a faster way to getting into your tankies, which lets you search for any other Beast Warrior or another copy of the Gorilla. So that's pretty good as well. So that's all I could really say about this card. It's gonna, it's pretty good. It's the Lila. I'm pretty sure if somebody's gonna play Fire Fist, they're gonna use probably two to three of this card. So yeah. Okay, now onwards to our super. This one was also hard. The card I picked was Reaper of Prophecy. It was really hard choosing between this and Orbital 7, and I say that because if you take a look at Reapers, it's the way it's been written has been reworded now. And let me read you the effect first of all. When this card is normal or special summon, you could activate this effect. Apply as many effects as possible based on the number of spellbook cards with different names in your graveyard. And you can only activate the effect of Reaper once per turn. If you have 3 or more, it gains 600 attack. 4 or more, you get to add any spellbook spell card from your deck to your hand. And if you have 5 or more, you can special summon a level 5 or higher dark spellcaster type monster from your deck. What's good about this is that it's a super. I don't expect it to be a little bit too much. I don't expect it being over 20 at least. Maybe 20 might be its peak. But yeah. Before the way it was written, it said it used to say based on number of spell cards in your grave. It didn't have the component where it said different names in the grave, so it made the card even better than what it is. But now that Konami has reworded it, it makes this card kind of more slower, as I see it. I know it has a really good effect because it's already at 2,000 base attack, where the extra 600 makes it 26, makes it stronger than Priestess. It's level 6. If you use its third effect, especially summon a Prophecy Destroyer, you can easily overlay for a Photon Strike Bouncer right away. So that's a benefit for yourself. And other than that, it's a pretty well-rounded card. That was my pick for the super. So now let's get onward towards the Ultra slash Ulti. After looking at the Ultra slash Ulti, I decided the way I'm gonna base this was how is this card gonna help for this current set? Because the card I originally wanted to pick was Lightning Chidori, but that's not gonna be a good card until we get Tachyon of the Galaxy. So I chose this. I chose Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear. It's a level 4 Fire Beast Warrior, 1600 attack, 12,000 defense, 1200 defense. My bad. Once per turn, when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can set one Fire Formation spell card directly from your deck. Once per turn, you can send one face of Fire Formation spell or trap card you control to the graveyard to target one monster on the field and destroy that target. So, like Gorilla has a popping effect, but instead of popping back row, it pops your pops monsters. That's a really good effect, especially when you're in those cases where your opponent, is in a top decking situation and you're just popping away their monsters. Also, what I like is that instead of destroying a monster, this card just needs to inflict battle damage, which is really good because if your opponent already has no monsters because of its effect, or they just didn't have a monster starting with, it can just attack directly and you'll still get the effect off, unlike Gorilla. And if you use Horn of the Phantom Beast, not only does it gain 800, but you also draw it and then get its effect to set another spell card, preferably tanky or another one. But yeah, it's really good pluses right there. It's more control. You're always one card more than your opponent will have, so that's always good. And then for my secret rare, this one was really tough actually to pick. I did a lot of rereading on these, but the one that stood out to me was Diamond Dire Wolf. It's an XYZ rank 4 beast, 2000 attack, 1200 defense. I gotta stop saying that. It requires 2 level 4, so it means it's generic. It can be put in any deck, but not every deck can use it because of its effect. And this effect reads: once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card to target one beast, beast warrior, or winged beast type monster you control, and one other card, and destroy them. What I like about this card is, if you're in a situation and your opponent has a big beater on the field, this card becomes basically a scrap dragon if you're playing a deck that uses beast, beast warriors, or winged beast. And if I know there's decks that don't use it, but this card is also a beast. So, if you're ever in a situation where you're facing a stronger monster and there's no other way out, you're not top decking your Dark Hole or, Smashing Grounds or something, you could use this card's effect to blow your opponent's monster that's getting in your way and itself. It's not really much of a minus there, it's balanced, so that's why I selected this card. Those are my top 5 picks for the, for this. Tomorrow I'm going to be going to Sneak Peek. I'm going to be recording tons of my friends opening their packs. So be expected to see that. I'm going to enter the Sneak Peek. Hopefully I top. And anything I pull, I'll show you guys what I pull. If you guys want to buy them or trade them, I'm fine to do that. And other than that, you should be out.